This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Sup everyone, this is Woken Red Pill here. Today's topic I'm going to be talking about is why there is nothing attractive about being a criminal or ex-criminal. And this is all about thugs and Hybristophilia women. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video if you would like. Also, support me, email me, let me know your thoughts. If you have any ideas or other ideas for any future topics that you would like for me to discuss about. Thank you. So, the reason why I'm bringing up another topic like this is because of the news lately that has been booming, and they've been booming a lot because of all the drama and the headaches and the things people are going through. New York City is one of the worst places to move to in 2020. The crime rate is so high that since 2015, gun violence has been about in a 40 to 30% range out of 100. So from what I seen statistically, right, there was about 157 cases of shootings that happened many years ago in New York City. Now today in 2020, also due to the coronavirus pandemic, it's now tripled to a whopping 660 cases. It could possibly be a lot more right now. Okay? I follow NBC News on YouTube. I follow the New York Times. I follow all these political things to keep up with what's going on around the world. And I still live in New York. I just live 2 hours away from the city because I recently moved out from the city, and I don't regret it. The city is very expensive. And not only that, it's a bad place to raise a family. Who wants to think that gunshots and shootouts is normal? You really want to raise your kids up around that environment. And from the topic of there's nothing being attractive about an ex-criminal or criminal, there's a lot of young-minded women and women who are even over 40 that finds men like this attractive. Low standards, no options. They think it's masculine for a man to take charge in the criminal world other than the real world. But in the real world, life is not fair. So why don't you just break the system? This is not no Bonnie and Clyde. So many women today want a Bonnie and Clyde relationship, but they're not being realistically long term. Your life cuts shorter when you're dealing with a criminal rather than dealing with a guy that's actually legally working in the system. When you're dealing with a guy who is legally working, you have a way better chance of survival or having a huge increase in the survival rate rather dealing with a guy who's an ex-criminal, ex-convict, or a guy who's in a gang, thug, wannabe thugs that does drugs, things like that. Because the original term thug did not came from the black community. It came from India. People need to do their research, and this is 100% facts. People could tell me and say something different all they want. The word thug came from India, okay? It just been normalized because of the media. The media morphed black men to look this way. whenever someone hears the word thug. Now, thug means ruthless, abusive, criminal. That's what a thug means. Okay? Ruthless, abusive, criminal. A crook, a thief, a drug dealer. Fast money, die young. That life is garbage. It's not for me. This is the reason why so many single parents doesn't understand why their children ends up becoming criminals when the guys that they dated was also criminals or came from a criminal background. And the cycle repeats. The cycle repeats when you deal with the same type of people. That makes no sense. That's like me being with someone that I knew had a history behind drugs, drug dealers, getting shot, people going after her. Would you think in my right mind I would deal with someone like that? That's why people ask certain questions when they're dating someone. Everything I'm saying is not bullcrap. I'm not talking from my behind. This is facts. In all reality, most men on average does not want to deal with a woman that has a past full of drama and violence. They don't want to deal with the ex. They don't want to deal with the ex-convict, baby daddy. They don't want to be a stepfather to situations like that because it comes with a price. Your life could be in danger. You have to fight and deal with the guy. And there's a lot of young-minded women that will deal with a lot of men that are like this. And yes, I'm going to say young-minded women. People are so naive, so gullible to what the media shows them. The stupidity is beyond my reach. Or some people could think, oh, I could fix him. I could change him. Nicki Minaj is a perfect example of a successful, not even successful, of a woman whose net worth may be really high or she has a lot of money, okay? Not that that matters, but she's a perfect example of a woman that has a lot of money, that has some status, and she's dealing with a guy that's beneath her status, who's the perfect candidate of what I'm talking about. An ex-convict, a criminal, people that would call a thug. How is this attractive? People bashed her for dealing with a guy, and he's a sex offender. So there's women who say to other men, oh, I don't date good men because there's no fun, there's no action involved. When there's plenty of guys that I know that's funny, that knows how to go out and have a good time without having to be violent, without having to be a bully, without having to rob the bank or say fast money, fast life. A lot of people now in this generation are not thinking straight. They're lost. Then when they're put in the real situation, they don't want nothing to do with it. They don't want nothing to do with the crime. They don't want nothing to do with anything. They just want to be out because they know that this is a real life situation. Reality check. Reality check. And the term that I first brought up for people that are curious, this is actually the definition for women, mostly women who are attracted to guys who murders, robs, kills, does ruthless, evil things. A lot of them are turned on by stuff like that. And that is a very, very, very sad pandemic. Extremely sad. It is not worth putting yourself more in stress where even your life could be on the line. That's stupidity. It makes no sense. It makes me want to pray for those individuals, but at the same time, that's their life. My life is not in danger. And if my life is already good, why am I going to put myself in more danger and deal with stupid people and people who brings themselves in danger and puts themselves in danger, and then they're going to bring their partner in it? Okay? There's people who lost their lives because of their partner's drug or convict history because they met the wrong people, they knew the wrong people, or they try to get out of that situation. They might owe money from a drug deal. It could be anything. Yet people think stuff like this is attractive. It is not fun to lose your life. If you got nothing else better to do with your life, it's better to look back and get your mind checked. This is why I follow the Bible. This is why I follow God in the first place. Stay safe out there, guys. It's a cruel world. It's only going to get worse. Stand by God. Do what you can for your family and yourselves. And keep yourselves safe. Okay? People wonder why all these criminals that's on these streets, that's doing all these ruthless things, murders, rape, child pornography, pedophiles. There's women that's actually turned on by these type of men. It's disgusting. It's sad. It's pitiful. Yet these same women gets pregnant by these type of men, and they think it's all good. That their healthy is going to grow up in a healthy environment. Their child's going to be successful. You create bums. You create more failures that way. You create more criminals that way. The more you procreate with the same people that you were in love with. And then you complain by the results of your own children. Most cases, not all, but most cases. Do your research. Most criminals that are known today, most cases, they grew up in a single parent household where the father was not around. The stupidity is beyond me. A lot of people are lost. This is what happens when God is unplugged and the man is out of the household. This is what happens. This is the results. Stupid people making stupid actions and stupid choices. And then they complain about the results. You bring yourself your own failures. People gotta think. This world is not fair. It's uncruel. But it's only what you make of your life. This is the real world. It's very scary. Don't put yourself in bad situations because of someone you want to be with. That's their problem, not yours. Let them sort it out, and don't be a white knight or Captain Save-A-Ho. They have a huge baggage in history, and your life could be in danger. It's not worth it. A lot of these women, and even one of you even come across this video, and you have this type of mindset. Think about this. Is it worth it? Is this type of man worth the long run? When you want a stable household, family, children, and you think he's always going to be around. Look at Nipsey Hussle. Where is he now? Look at Pop Smoke. Where is he now? Look at Tupac. Where is he now? And people would view these men as, oh, they're good men and stuff. They're high status. They got high value. They make money. No, it's because of the image. They give off that bad boy image. The ruthless dude. The thug. The criminal. But they think that's good. They think that's something a lot of men should follow. Instead of being a blue-collar worker, a guy who works from 9 to 5, who actually has himself together, who's clean. Stuff like that's boring, but they want the exciting life when there's many guys who could be exciting without the criminal past or the bad behaviors. People gotta wake up. This is Woken Up here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.